So when you're watching TV, you're seeing blocks this way, blocks this way, blocks this way. That is not reality. When a person takes a stance and he's fighting me, this is reality. Right away I see my attack, or how he's attacking. So when I'm going to be blocking with him, I see this, I see this, I see this, and I see this. So my motion may be able to come over this side, come out with the wave, come over this side, my punch sinks, boom, and I'm coming from here. So now I'm taking a punch from down here. So now I'm stepping out here, blocking off his defense from here, covering all his armament coming from this side. So I'm stepping to his weaker side, which has to be done a little bit quicker, right? As I step, I do the wave, my punch is from here so he can't see it, and then, boom, I'm punching. And then this is going to come, I'm going to build off of it. You see what I'm saying? So our motions, and blocks, I'm looking. It's not simply sitting here and we go this way. All right? And then we're fighting. That doesn't happen on the street, you're an idiot. Unless I don't know, unless you're in the Matrix movie or something. But in real combat, he's got his position. Say he takes a boxing position, right? He comes this way. He gives me his whole center line, but he's also saying, I'm a tough guy. You hit me, I'm going to hit you with my two cannons. And most people fight in the street like this. That's how they fight, right? So your block's going to be, okay, I see what's coming here. My block's going to come this way. So I'm ready for his two cannons if they start to come in as I'm moving from here, so I can take a block off of that and work what I'm going to do. Or I'm going to step in and move over here and just work off of this and start to move as we start to get to the finger holds, the grabs, eagle claw, tiger claw, all that stuff. We're going to add to that. Rules. Blocking is not about stopping something that's being thrown at you. All right? That's only in the last part of it. When somebody's throwing something at you, especially if somebody's coming at you with a bat or a knife, or especially a bat, you usually have to step into that. If the guy weighs 290 pounds and is coming at you with a bat, that's not really, you may not want to step into that. Okay, but you have no choice but to step into it, so you have to know how to lead. Because if you give a 290-pound man another chance to swing, you're in trouble anyway, right? So you've got to get in close, and your hitting techniques have to be effective. Because now you're fighting for your life. So you can't, if you give them a chance to swing, you can say, I'm going to bring in some foam bats and have you guys whack each other in the head with them. I think I got them downstairs somewhere. That's one of my favorite classes, watching you guys hit each other with the foam bats. All right? So, and then we had the gang fights, where we only had one gang over here and gang over here. Only one person got the bat on each gang fight. I don't know, it's like watching a comedy club, because my stomach hurts so much from laughing from what you guys do, So this is kind of a gang fight. So, rules. You've got a block going in, you've got to line things up. You've got to see how one block is not just determined by one motion. It works on a series of movements of all these blocks coming in to combine. Right? I'm not simply, if he got his hand out, I'm not simply just blocking here and coming in. I'm blocking here, moving this around. So I see the tools of the block. I see the motion of block. Just if I'm coming in this way. Right? You don't think this is a block, but this moves in, and this is where I'm going to be coming in at. Guarding a center line, and I'm going to come in, I'm just going to work on it. Okay? You guys all understand that? Blocking is the most important thing for you to learn. It's not about blocking like in the movies. Blocking, the reason it's so important to learn, if you can block, you can pretty much stand in front of anybody. And then once you have that, you're going to be able to use the chops and stuff that we're working on to be effective. All right, you guys got the idea? All right, so the first rule. He's got to stand out here, he's got to put his arm out. You guys are just going to work off the arm, the different motions. And you take it a little slow at first, see what's going, then the other guy goes. Then you're going to take different positions and see how you would go into that. So now he comes in, he got his hands up here. I'm going to come in this way, which is something you guys never think of. So my motion here is I'm going to step directly into him, but I'm stepping in here. The first motion is this first block is coming here. I'm coming in here. Right? Then the next motion, the hand's going to come around. And then I'm going to come right to here, the lock, and I'm going to come down to his center. Down this way. And then this hand's going to move right from here. You see how it follows and guides? So it's stuff like that. Everything has to work on a theme, guys. If you get this, when you're standing in front of somebody, it will be like they're fighting you in slow motion. Well, as I said, there's three types of crimes. So one is when you get caught unexpectedly, right? Which you guys shouldn't if you practice in the unsheathed sword, but it does happen, right? The other part is when a person most likely is standing there intimidating you in some way, and the other person, he's in flux, he's in motion, where you do your movement off of that. All right? The best type of block, the best type of fighting is attacking at the same time they attack. That is what I like the most. So in other words, like if he's throwing a punch, I don't sit and wait to block. This is what you guys are thinking. This is very low school. This is after something is done, and I'm already at a bad disadvantage here because he's taller and he's stronger and he's coming in. Right? Right? So I'm waiting to see what he does. Now the other attack is he's got his hands up, and I stand here and I attack boom, first. That's my favorite. That's a good one because you don't wait to see if he's asking for the time or anything like that. He's standing, you attack. And the other is he attacks, and I'm moving right with it. That's my favorite one. Coming right in on it while he's moving off of it. And that's where you have to learn to observe the person. You have to learn to look from here like in a V and see the person from head to toe and see the movement. You guys ready to do this? Good. All right. I'll see you, Danielle. Everybody pair off.